I'm based currently in San Francisco. I'm a communications consultant and also the founder of VentureVillage, which is an online magazine that's based in Berlin and covers emerging startups in Eastern and Western Europe. I am very impressed by all the speakers and panelists. We just had a set of panelists on India talk about the developing ecosystem there, and there are some similarities to the ecosystem in Central Eastern Europe. So it's exciting to focus in on specific emerging markets. So that's what I did with VentureVillage in Berlin, and what I hope to do more often with conferences like this. Well, I love that we're based in this sort of enchanted forest in the middle of Kiev. It's a kind of magical place, and there's not much activity right outside the building, so there are tons of great conversations happening right here. Everyone seems to kind of show up in the morning and stick around till night. And Victoria's just done an amazing job of keeping the energy level high, and not only with great panelists and speakers, but also with the singer last night, and all the musical acts. The violinist in the morning is amazingly energizing to get us on stage. I mean, he's literally playing 3 violins. So I've enjoyed the general spirit around the intellectual debates that are happening here. East-West digital is very interesting. I've met Adrian, the co-founder here, and we recently syndicated with them. They focus on just the Russian ecosystem in English, and so we have some similarities to them, VentureVillage meaning. So I like their coverage. I read a lot of their work. I think it's only important to have a blog if you're going to contribute something that people want to read regularly. I think too many companies have blogs for the purpose of necessity. They feel that if they don't have a blog, then they're failing on the communication front. And that's not necessarily true. In my communications work for different apps in Berlin, we deal with these questions a lot, and I think there are many ways to communicate to your user base, and it's not always a blog. But if you can do something unique, that's great. For one app I work on called Gabby, we have a blog where I just post pictures that have been shared 1 billion times on Facebook. So, you know, once in a while you'll look in your news feed and you see something that had like 600 likes and 85 shares and 265 comments. So I basically pick out images like that and just have them on the blog. So it's a fun space to go to because you're just seeing like premium Facebook content. So I think certain blogs are fun. I think tons of blogs are unnecessary. So I wouldn't just start one for the sake of it if you're a company. And I tell companies that. So a blog, the new PR for startups. It's complicated being a journalist. I think a lot of times you know, just by nature, you want to support and write about those companies that you're interested in and that you love. It's also fun to write critically about companies. So I think that the nature of criticism in journalists kind of protects us from our enthusiasm. But I mean, it's very important to keep PR entirely separate from editorial coverage. And I think even just asking that question is really important, and more people should be asking it. As I said before, companies tend to just start blogs because they feel like they need one, and if they don't have one, then they'll be lagging behind. I would say take an honest look at the blogs you're reading and ask yourself, why am I reading these blogs and why am I interested in these blogs? And if you can find a new space that isn't yet addressed and address it with your company blog, great. If you're not going to add anything new and you're just going to tell us about updates, do that through emails, through press releases, through notifications. A blog is only for original, necessary content. So.